Let resolution be your solution.
Welcome to Resolution Radio 2020. Today's topic of discussion is social media. Now, social media can be a useful tool for keeping in touch with friends and family. It can be a great place for sharing photographic images of your holidays, your holiday trips. Saves you having to go around to someone's house for a slideshow, an interminably boring slideshow. All you have to do is press your like button and you have no more need to look at their very, very boring photographs of their holiday. I'm making the subject sound a little boring here, but the subject is very interesting because it's about people, it's about social interaction, but also people can end up bullied online. So if you'd like to talk to me about social media and how it impacts your life, that would be greatly appreciated. You know the number, give me a call. In fact, our first caller here is Fred. Go ahead, Fred. Tell me about your experiences of social media.
Oh well, hello there, Mike. Social media for me, what I tend to do, as you know, I spend a lot of time out with my little dog. Well, I often take photographs and put them on. I have got a Facebook page, and I'll take photographs. Some of the beautiful sights that we see out and about, and if my dog's playing about, running about, I take photographs of my dog. It's not something I'm not so totally off like yourself with all aspects of social media, but I like to use it for positive purposes like that.
Is your dog a big dog? You seem to spend a lot of time with your dog. Is the dog's a big part of your life, I gather?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know where I'd be. I live on my own, you see, and he's company for me. I mean, I'd go out to work still, but when I come home, there's somebody there to greet you, to be there when you come in. I mean, there's nobody more dedicated to you than a dog. He's always happy to see me. He's always there, always active, always wanting to run about and what have you. And so, yes, he's a real positive boon and a positive benefit in my life because of that. And it's also responsible. If you're lonely, you've got responsibilities. You have to feed him, you have to walk him. It gives you routine and positivity. So, in a sense, my dog is the very first piece of social media that I ever invested in. I sort of downloaded him about 10 years ago. He's getting on a bit now, but he's still active. He's still a good dog, and he's a beautiful aspect of my life.
Well, there you go. I've never heard anybody refer to their dog as a piece of social media before. Well, you've started us off on a positive line, and I appreciate your call, Fred. You're always positive and happy-go-lucky, and I do appreciate that. Our next caller on social media is William. Hi there, William. How are you doing today?
Oh well, I'm very good. I'm actually in quite a good mood today. What I tend to use, I don't know whether you'd call it social media, but what I tend to use is the YouTube for listening to comedians to cheer me up.
Who might be a favorite comedian of yours that you choose to listen to on a regular basis?
I like I like Billy Connolly. I think he's very humorous fellow. He's got a lot of life experience, and he talks a lot of sense in and among the whimsy. Not only that, he's a good musician and in his own right. Plays the banjo and folk singing. He started out as a folk singer. And obviously people laughed, so he gravitated to the comedy and comedy songs and that kind of thing.
And so Billy Connolly is your absolute favorite comedian?
I would have to say that, yes. And it's like everybody has a favourite James Bond.
I don't know whether I'm right or whether I'm out of order here, but would your favorite James Bond be Roger Moore?
I think you're pulling my leg there. No, my favourite James Bond would be Sean Connery. I'll tell you other artists that I like to listen to on social media. Anything from Annie Lennox to the Proclaimers, really, and I like the Hebridean suite. Fingal's Cave and all that kind of thing. It's very nostalgic, considering I live in Kent.
You are actually pulling my leg. You do not live in Kent.
No, no, I just thought it'd be amusing to suggest that I lived in Kent, considering that everything that I've picked so far would have a Scottish theme to it. But that's what I use it for, the YouTube, and keeping in touch with the family and all that kind of thing. So I do have a positive experience of using the social media. Yes, I do.
Well, once again, it's nice to hear positive stories. We can all moan, we can all whinge. Naturally, it's a British pastime, I gather, and I think it's not just a British pastime, I think it's worldwide. But sometimes it's good to look on the positive side. Our next caller on social media is Cyril. Now, Cyril, I understand you have a rather controversial point to make.
Hey, silly, I don't know what I was talking about with this social media. It's all a load of nonsense.
I have no idea what you just said.
Well, it's all a load of nonsense, is this social media, they knows. That wants to get this in a proper hobby. Get this in an allotment or something like that, or a bicycle. Go out cycling, they knows. Get up on hillside, clear the lungs out, and get this end fit.
I am at a total loss as to know just about... I think I recognized about 3 words in what you just had to say.
Or maybe even better still, get this in some pets. Yeah, get this in some racing pigeons or something like that. They knows, something proper, or start building something with the hands, use tools, they knows, make something sensible, not just models, make their own stuff, make their own furniture or something like that.
Cyril, may I ask, are you speaking English?
What does that mean? Am I speaking English? Of course I'm speaking English. Of course I am. What does that mean by that? Any road, get rid of social media altogether. Get outside, get this in a suntan, get some bloody wind in your hair. Anyway, that's all I've got to say on the subject.
Well, thank you very much for your call. I'm sure some of our listeners found it most enlightening. If you like this channel, like and subscribe our page. Share it with your friends. If you understand the underlying message here, which is about entertainment and fun,
Keep smiling.
then continue to stay with us. I look forward to interacting with you in the future.